Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Odin's Movie Blog. I am the critic who is the cynic, and joining me today is, someone that such a small YouTuber. No one knows who he is. No one knows his name. No one has any idea what any of this is about. Also, by the way, this is your first time. This is your first time,
yes,
right?
First time. Is this on? Is this on?
Yeah.
Yeah. Is it work? Is it working? Do I talk into the microphone?
Now your gain might need to set up a little bit, but you're almost there. Close. You're
okay.
So close.
Camera. Sorry. Yeah. Hi.
Yeah,
Hi.
Hey.
Hi. YouTube.
Hi.
Hi, Odin.
Hi.
I've been watching your channel for years.
Oh,
I'm a big
thank
fan.
You. Oh,
thank you so much.
That's amazing. You must time travel because I've only been around for a year. That's amazing. Oh my gosh.
Yeah. What? I'm sorry. I don't understand.
But anyway, we wanted to throw a stream together, guys, because if anyone follows us on Twitter, you saw that we had a little family disagreement on Twitter the other day, and we just wanted to clear the air and let everyone know that we're good.
You guys, I don't have, if I'm pissed off at somebody on my team, I don't have discussions with them on Twitter. I don't. I can't tell you the amount of times where I have been mad at someone on my team and I don't call them out on Twitter. I pick up the phone. I'm like, what are you doing? And this has happened a lot. I would never air dirty laundry. I felt this was a good discussion to have publicly. It's just we talk to each other like we're friends because we are friends, and this is how I talk to my friends. And I think a lot of people were I guess they were misinterpreting things.
Yeah.
There is some drama going on within the bigger scale of things right now. I have nothing to do with that, but with me and Odin, I was like, guys, man, you guys are misinterpreting things. I would never publicly call out anybody like that. Because I just didn't do it. I disagree with how Odin was going about it, or not going up. Yeah, I don't agree with Odin in enabling or disabling super chats. But that's fine. That's his. That's his
and
decision.
And also too, what I think we both understood was it was just a miscommunication, because whenever I post things, I almost always tag Jeremy. Because that's just something that's been a habit of mine. And so in his mind, I'm assuming that you just thought that I was just like, you need to respond, you need to respond, you need to respond. When I was just like, hey man, I'm just tagging you, I'm tagging whoever I want to tag into it. And so
I looked at it kind of like the Patreon thing. So I got rid of Patreon a while back. I never asked for anybody else to, get rid of Patreon.
Yeah.
It was a decision I made, and I never wanted to pressure anybody else on a financial decision to make that call, because everybody's circumstances is different and everything. And so that's how I looked at it. But yeah, man, ultimately people just have to understand Geeks and Gamers is not an echo chamber. And the more you agree with me, the less I like you. I like people that disagree with me. I like people that fight with me. And so it's just one of those things. So I just wanted us to be able to talk about it on the air so everybody could get full clarification, because I never want anybody to think that anybody that I have on the team, I would actually have a real problem with them on social media. I just never do that. I would never do that. It's just one of those things. So anyway, it's your show, so I'm not going to talk, because that's the first time I've been on YouTube. So it's first time ever.
First time ever. I know, right? And you're doing a great job, though. I just want to say you're doing a great job. You're staying calm. You're staying collected, and that's what we need on YouTube right now. It's just some calm and collected conversation. That's what we need.
I appreciate it, Odin. It means the world to me that you've had me on. Hey, I will say, about a month ago, you had John Flickster on, man.
Yeah, dude. And I almost had him. Dude, I feel so bad. Do you know what I did yesterday? I totally ghosted John Flickinger yesterday.
Did you?
But let me explain. So we were planning on doing a stream together, and then all of the YouTube drama started happening. It started to blow up yesterday morning. And so we were texting back and forth, and I'm like, dude, I just so you know, I might not be able to have you on because I just think things are going to be crazy. And sure enough, I had 150 people in the chat last night, and there was going to be no way I was going to be able to handle talking with John and the super chats and and all the, the Streamlabs donations and everything like that. And so I was like, hey man, let's do a stream together soon, but tonight might not be the best night. And he's like, oh, it's all good, dude. But yeah, he's awesome. Like he is so chill.
Dude, yeah, I've been following Flick Pick for a long time.
Yeah.
And so yeah, it's really cool that that you've got him on, because yeah, I've been watching that guy for a long time.
Yeah.
I've been a fan of him for a while, and he's actually living in Huntsville, Alabama now, man. That's Roll Tide, baby, Roll Tide.
And I'm excited, and we're both excited because he's like just moved there because he's moving all the time, and he's just like, yeah, I don't really know too many, and I'm like, well, I'm about to move up to Chattanooga, which is about like an hour and a half or so drive, and so we're talking about like, oh man, let's finally, I want to go Blu-ray hunting with this dude. I want to go to a 24-hour. I want to go to 3 a.m. 24-hour Walmart and just go Blu-ray hunting with this dude. And so the fact that that's a possibility. I need to get him for a car video at some point. Oh,
How
my
about
God,
that?
yeah.
And the Z car. I need to get you in the Z car too.
Yes.
So it'll be out of the shop this week. Nothing bad wrong with it, but I'm making sure. Like there's one guy in town that will actually work on my car.
I remember you saying that there was like a specialist for the Z car.
Yeah. Well, it's these cars are so rare, and people are terrified of them. Like generally average mechanic is terrified of it. So he had to go on vacation, and he was there was a little issue with it. And he's like, I don't want to give it back to you yet. But I said, well, let me take it home while you're out of town for the week. He goes, why? I said, I just would rather I don't know if your guys are going to have to move it around, or I don't want somebody working on it. He goes, Jeremy, nobody in this shop is going to come within 20 feet of that car because they're scared to death of it. I was like, all right, cool. But yeah, man, it's, I can't wait to get it back. And I'm probably going to be driving it to San Diego for Comic-Con. Yeah. And that's going to be awesome.
Oh my God. I mean, you realize how much money you're going to spend on gas? And
that's the thing is we were having gas mileage problems out of it. And we're going to get it. I mean, as long as I can get it around the 20s where it should be, because it was like 11 or 12, there was something amiss. It won't be too bad. So, and it's business purchase anyway. So it's part of the car video. Hang on. Can I clap on a live stream? It's my first time. Can I
clap?
Will the sound from my hands pick up into the microphone?
Yes, it won't match up mine, but we can try it.
Okay. All right. So do I count count down, or just do I clap? What do I do?
You just clap.
Like now?
Yeah. Like car video. Car video.
All right. That wasn't very good. No. Anyway. Car video. Anyway.
Also, Laura Ryan Sold My Fan Fiction Story made a good point. Says, shocking that Twitter isn't always a great place to communicate. It's so true. And it really is one of those things where it's like when you're on Twitter, there is no context. Like context gets lost, subtleties get lost, tone, especially a voice, gets lost. And so that's why things blow up so quickly. Because if it's two people having a conversation, normally things are fine. But when it's a Twitter, all of a sudden one word that one person decides to take out of context, all of a sudden it's like, oh my God, it's in the world. Yeah.
Well, I'm an asshole anyway. So I mean, that's just me. Whether I'm talking to family, friends, I guess I'm nicer to strangers more so than my family and friends, because at that point I feel like I have to be a little professional. So if you meet me and I'm like, oh, hi, how are you? Yada, yada, yada. But if you see my friends, I'm like, F that guy, or F you, or like, I'm really just really rude to my friends.
Yeah. And also for anyone that doesn't know, because there were a few people that are like, wait, I don't have Twitters. What was going on? So basically, for those that don't know, yesterday I officially turned off my super chats for my channel. So now if you want to support the channel, you go through stuff called Streamlabs, which essentially does the same exact thing, only YouTube doesn't get any of it, because YouTube takes 30% of super chats. And so I just was deciding to, for my own channel, to try and stand up at least a little bit to make sure that, you guys that might want to support my channel, that your money doesn't go to YouTube. So that was my thought process. So I made a video about that, and I shared it on Twitter, and I tagged a couple of people, including Jeremy. And I'd already been talking about this like nonstop on Twitter because I really wanted to do something about it. And so then I kept tagging Jeremy on Twitter. And so Jeremy was just like, dude, stop tagging me on this on Twitter because I don't agree with you. And so finally he responded, and then it got into this back and forth. And it just, yeah. So that's, for anyone that wants to know, that was what happened, was that there was this back and forth. And yeah, as you know, whenever you get into any conversation on Twitter, whenever there's no context or actual anything, it gets out of control. It got out of control. We talked to each other after on the phone. We're good. We're fine. That's another reason why we want to do this stream, to show that we're cool, that we disagree. We disagree on what what I'm doing. It's my choice for my channel. Jeremy's doing whatever he wants to do with his channel, as are anyone else, and we're cool. That's it.
Well, yeah, and I think it's like everything I do on social media, and I mean, I'm not gonna say I've always been like this, but now that we have the following we have, now that I have to take, and I've always been a leader, period, because that's just my mentality. But so I've always been the leader of Geeks and Gamers. But now that we've got the following we have, and there's enough eyes on us, everything I do on social media now, I think about every step I make, every step I take.
Every move you make.
Yeah,
I'll be watching you.
I thought about that after I said that. It's a great song, by the way. But everything I do is for a reason. If I do make a mistake, I will own it. A few weeks ago, I made a mistake where somebody made a comment on my video. The grammar was all-time terrible. Mm-hmm. And so there was a couple of different ways it could be interpreted. I interpreted it one way, other people interpreted it a different way, and I kind of put the person on blast. And I was like, you know what? I don't know if there's a definitive way to determine what this guy meant. So I'm just going to delete the tweet because I have no idea. And if he genuinely meant it the different way than I took it, then it's not fair for me to put him on blast. But 99% of the time, everything I put, it's really going to be like, I know what I'm doing. So yesterday when we had that discussion, I knew everybody was going to see it. Everybody was going to, be like, oh gosh. My point was to show Geeks and Gamers is not about what I want. It's not about like, oh, you have to do what I say because, yada, yada, yada. It's like, we can talk, we can disagree. And if Odin and I aren't on the same page on a topic, great. Just like if Jesse and I are on the same topic, like pretty much we're never on the same topic, never on the same page on the topic.
Last one, especially, like I am on the polar opposite of her on that one. And yet still we're a part of the same team. I mean, that's
right. And I feel like, unfortunately, this is something that I continue to have to prove publicly because there's so many people that just automatically brand Geeks and Gamers an echo chamber, which is the stupidest, most ignorant thing you can say about it. Yeah. And they think it's all Jeremy way or the highway. And so we have to continue to take steps to show that that's not the case at all. And
also go to that Twitter thread, because there are people coming in from both sides. There are people coming in defending Jeremy. There are people coming in defending me, and they're all following all of us. And that, I think, proves more than anything that we all disagree on a variety of different things. And so there is no echo chamber. It was not like all of a sudden it was every single person was like, oh no, Odin's wrong.
It was kind of a 50, it's probably like a 50-50 split.
I mean, yeah, there was a nice split
which
there.
Is good.
Exactly. Yeah. Because that shows that, we have diverse opinions, and that's what any community should have. Unlike Hollywood, where it's like there's one opinion, and if you don't have that opinion, goodbye. Bye.
And I also did it in the way I did it because I didn't retweet and respond to you, because that would have been like putting it on a tweeting it out to my 12,000 followers to kind of, I didn't retweet to respond. I just responded to make a point and let you have your point. And Tippy Tail McKitty is right. Jeremy is a tool for the Nissan Corporation. I get it. SJW Spider-Man, by the way, the other day gave the best tweet ever. Let me see if I can find that real quick and screen share it.
While you're doing that, Celtic Warrior, this was from yesterday. A couple people donated as the stream was ending. So Celtic Warrior, thank you very much for the Streamlabs donation. $5. Bless you. Thank you very much. And Reed Palancia, thank you for the Aussie $15 donation. She says, so I think we're kind of an alternate choice for people who have had it with sex and violence. Dick Van Dyke, entertainment without the usual pain. Reed always puts in great quotes. So Reed, thank you so much for that. Thank you so much for that donation. I appreciate it. And Larry Davis, welcome to the channel. Did you find it?
All right. I did. Give me a minute. I'm going to do a screen share. This is this SJW Spider-Man. Actually, why can't I? Can I not do a screen share right now?
You might not be able to. Let me.
Is it because of the Streamlabs?
It's because it's not live. Like, it's not live on Hangouts.
Oh, yeah. So that's what it is.
You should, but I wouldn't see why you.
Either way, I'll just read it. I'll just read it. So this
actually, you can. So go up to the little dots.
And
then you'll see share screen.
Ah, there it is.
Yeah, it's just in a different place now.
Different place. Okay, so here's his tweet, which is fantastic.
So let me go ahead and blow this up so that way people can see it.
So it says, Nissan Zs destroy the habitat of the panda bears. Plus, they create alt-right conservative Star Wars gamer fans on YouTube. They are slowly destroying the planet. I was like, this is the best tweet ever. I was like, yes, that is great. I love it. So that's it.
I love how specific he is too.
I know.
The Nissan Z specifically. Oh, I love it.
Oh, good stuff. Good stuff.
And by the way, guys, I am totally seeing all of y'all's comments in the chat, but as you guys know, whenever there's anyone on the channel, it's impossible for me to go back and to do my typical reading of the live streams as they come up. So thank you guys for your patience. But I did notice one. The Senate had asked and wanted to know, when is your next 24-hour live stream?
Oh, me?
Yeah, you.
Mother effer. Probably. I mean, part of me wants to say 200,000. That's not too far away. I'd say 250. 250 be the next one. 250 because that's obviously a central kind of number. It's kind of halfway to 500,000. So I'll say 250,000 is going to be the next. If the YouTube channel survives, YouTube may take me down tomorrow for all I know.
I know, seriously.
Also, but I will say, can I give you some breaking news?
Go ahead.
That literally, and I'm gonna be vague on the details, but nobody knows this. Not a single soul I have discussed this with at this point, but I am currently working on some really big projects for my personal channel, which is D-Day Cobra. And I've been really following a couple of other YouTubers that really have a big following and trying to learn from them about what they've done. And this is going to be a really big, I think this could take my personal channel to a whole different level. It's not really stuff I can tie into, I can tie it into Geeks and Gamers, but I feel like Geeks and Gamers has definitely become what I wanted it to be now that we have you, we have Jesse, we have we have Josiah, we have myself, and we're covering different stuff, and we're going to be adding more elements to the channel. But my personal channel is something I don't have any restrictions on. I can do whatever I want, whenever I want. I don't have to worry about it being branded or whatever. So I've got some really big plans for my personal channel that I am working on.
Laura wants to know, will it be huge?
Huge. It's going to be huge.
Also, too, both Laura and Wish Upon a Vlog, my Irish sister Julie, both made great comments. Laura said, Jeremy is anti-panda. How dare you? How dare
Technically,
you?
it's not me. It's the Z car. The Z car is destroying the panda habitat, apparently, according to SJW Spider Guy.
And then Wish Upon a Vlog, Julie, she says, Odin, Jeremy is a toxic unicorn.
Oh man, how do you become a toxic unicorn? How did I pull that off?
I think that you have to have watched Unicorn Store 10,000 times.
I haven't watched it the first time.
Oh, Jeremy, you've missed that, man. Oh, you have to watch it. There are ways, man. Do you have a Fire Stick by any chance? Fire TV stick?
I don't.
Because there are ways, Jeremy.
I don't want to watch it.
But there are ways.
I have Netflix.
But no, there are ways where you don't have to give Netflix the cue, man.
I would rather just not give my. I would rather just not. I would rather not give my mental capacity the information of this movie.
The real question is, Jeremy, when are you gonna cancel Netflix? Huh? When are you gonna cancel Netflix? Never.
Somebody said something the other day because I have my PlayStation 4 on in the background, and somebody commented and they said, "Hey, you bought Battlefront. Your opinion is invalid." I said, "Oh, does that upset you?" Well, let me remind you that I also bought it for 2 different systems, and if you say anything else, I'll go buy it for another, just to piss you off even more. So the more you complain about the way I spend my money, I'll just go spend it on the things that upset you. Yeah. That's what I do. And that's how I am. Do you not have Netflix?
I do, but I'm very close to canceling it because I really don't use it all that much. ever since now, especially that all of the Marvel Netflix stuff is gone, like there's no reason.
Yeah.
So my wife uses it sometimes, but I'm going to ask her, hey, how much do you use this? Because that and then YouTube TV, which used to be a great deal at $35 a month, which is now $50 a month. Those are two things that I'm going to probably be canceling pretty soon. But
I would love to be able to cancel DirecTV,
Yeah.
but the NFL Sunday Ticket and basically live sporting events is the only thing that's keeping me from getting rid of my DirecTV.
Hey, dude, man, I'm telling you, get an antenna. You can get all your local sports for free with a nice antenna, and there are ways, man. Fire TV.
Yeah, but
stick,
it's
Fire
still
TV stick ways.
Yeah,
Just
but
get yourself a nice VPN.
You still don't get that high def quality. It's not
high
always.
Def. You need you need high def quality to see a big brute catch a football.
Look, you sound like these people are like, why do you guys watch superheroes?
Why do you watch the football games? Why do you watch that nonsense? It's men tackling men. I mean, Lord.
But yeah, I have no, like right now. What's cool though is I keep buying my TV series that I like to watch over and over. I buy them on Google and my Google Play store, and it's so nice to just kind of watch movies wherever on my phone, or TV series. Like I just bought Friday Night Lights, which is one of my favorite television series ever. I've never seen the movie, so I have no idea if that one's any good. But the television series with Kyle Chandler, who is the greatest living human movie actor.
Dude,
he's such a relatable guy.
He's so underrated. He is so underrated. He is the every guy. He is the everyday guy.
He's the new Tim Allen. He's like you know how you used to watch Tim Allen on TV shows and movies. You're like, he just gives you that wholesome guy feel, and that's how Kyle Chandler is. Like I can watch anything with Kyle Chandler. I didn't like Godzilla that much. I know, internet, go ahead and shoot me.
I didn't like it either. Oh my god, did you see the dislikes on the video that I did for the channel today?
I didn't.
Oh my god, there are Godzilla freaks, just like there are those Snyder freaks that are like, oh my god, you can't say anything against my Lord and Savior Zack Snyder. There are now also Godzilla freaks who are like, you're not a real Godzilla fan if you didn't like this film. And it's like, shut up.
Oh, well, here's a funny story. Hang on. Julie, yes, I love Friends. I am a huge fan of Friends. I love it so much. I love it so much.
Get that crap off here, Friends.
Now after I watched Godzilla, because I was on that stream with Anna, and then I went to go see Godzilla, and apparently you and Julie joined the stream with Anna, and then the discussion about Godzilla came up, I guess, or either Anna watched your video on it or something. So I joined the live stream, and Julie had just left, and I joined back in, and Anna's like, "What did you think of it?" And I said, I said the humans were so stupid. There was like pretty much every criticism I had. She goes, "You and Odin have literally the same criticisms." Literally the same exact.
It's true though. They weigh it down. And I was like, they weigh down the whole movie.
I was like, I haven't even heard his thoughts on it, so that's pretty cool. So for once, Odin is smart about movies. For once in his life. But people are not happy that I didn't like it. But I'm like, I didn't hate it. I mean, I found it was fine. But
there are worse movies out there. Oh, trust me, there are worse movies out there. It's not.
Yeah.
But I'm not gonna lie. 2014 Godzilla is better. That's just
absolutely. I said that
2014 Godzilla is better.
I said that too. And I just it was just disappointing. The monsters were cool in Godzilla, but there was not enough of them, and it was too dark. And it wasn't too dark to the level of Game of Thrones episode 3, season 8. It wasn't that bad, but it was still kind of hard to see. The humans were just so stupid, like unbelievably stupid in this movie. Painfully dumb.
The bad guys' motivations. Oh my god, there's overpopulation. So here's our great idea. We're going to release all of these titans on the world, and it's going to bring balance, and it's going to be great. And then you have Kyle Chandler there who's like, what the hell are you talking about? And I'm like, thank you, Kyle Chandler, for being the only legitimate person on screen right now. God.
Have you seen Friday Night Lights?
I have not. I've heard nothing but great things.
I hear it's great. It's such a great television series, and he is fantastic. His Coach Taylor is one of, if not my all-time favorite television characters, right up there with Heisenberg. Now, obviously, this is a different level, but for me, watching Friday Night Lights and watching what Coach Taylor goes through, it helps me because I lead a lot of people. I have to set a tone for everything with Geeks and Gamers and my team. And elements of that show really helped me learn to be a better leader and a better person just by watching Coach Taylor. That's how good it is. It's so good. It's so damn good.
You know what? One of my favorite Kyle Chandler roles is one that like one person usually doesn't think about.
What?
Wolf of Wall Street.
Wall Street.
His cop in Wolf of Wall Street. Oh, his
cop.
Yeah.
You said
remember at one point he's talking back and forth, and he is on the same level as Leo in that scene.
Oh yeah.
And he's like, I'm gonna get you, and it's like, oh yes.
He's so great, man. Yep. He's so great. If you haven't seen Bloodline on Netflix, the season 3 is a disaster, but the first season is one of the single best first seasons of television you will ever see. It has Ben Mendelsohn in it also. So you've got Ben Mendelsohn and Kyle Chandler. It's amazing. The second season is really good. Yeah. And unfortunately, the third season it doesn't get real bad until the end. And it might be worse than Game of Thrones.
Yeah. Oh, wow.
Because what happened was the filming laws in Florida changed, and pretty much they filmed this like in the Keys and everything. Yeah. And all the laws changed. So this series was supposed to go like 5 seasons, and they pretty much just had to end it at 3. And they make one of the most horrible decisions of all time towards the end of this. And I'm like, what the hell just happened? It is so bad. And unfortunately, I'm telling you, the first season it's worth watching for that first season because it's so great.
Well, listen to this guy, like also too, like this dude right here, Kyle Chandler, because we're still talking about him, of course. His first like actual big movie after Friday Night Lights was Super 8, and he was great in Super 8.
Loved Super 8.
Yep.
That's the first time I really kind of learned who Kyle Chandler was.
Yep.
Because I was looking forward to Super 8 to go see it. And I did go see it opening night because obviously J.J. Abrams, Steven Spielberg. And honestly, I didn't like it that much the first time I watched it, but it's because I didn't understand. Like, I had a different perspective of what I was going to see.
Yeah.
I didn't really get it. So, and I do that a lot. That's why I kind of dial back my expectations on movies, because sometimes you can psych yourself into a movie of what you want to see and not what the filmmakers are actually intending to give you. And that's why I've dialed back my own personal expectations on a lot of movies. So when I went back and watched Super 8 a second time, I'm watching it for what it's not for what I wanted it to be, for what it was. And what it was a love letter to Steven Spielberg movie, 80s movies. And
the
JJ
kids were great.
Nailed it.
Oh, the kids were great. And that's why I fell in love with it the first time, because when the kids were making that movie, I was like, yes. So it was a love letter to film too. And so it's like, it's not original. And if that's what you're looking for, then obviously you're going to see him borrow a lot. He's borrowed, but that's what his entire career is. He borrows and borrows and borrows, and sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't.
Michael Giacchino's score in that film is fantastic. Beautiful. The Super 8, so good. I love Super 8, and that was the first time I really got familiar with Kyle Chandler. Great movie, and the kids were great. Everything about it worked so good.
But but going back to Godzilla, I mean, it's just, and it's so funny because everyone's like, oh, but the monsters are so great, and it's like, here's the thing. Godzilla 2014, people were pissed because it was 90% human, 10% monster. And so people heard the criticism, and so they said, okay, we'll give you 25% monster, but we'll still give you 75% human. And it's like, okay, that's still 75% of the movie being weighed down by really stupid, evil character arcs that don't make a damn sense. Like, oh my god, overpopulation. As soon as I said overpopulation and we're releasing the Titans to bring balance, I was like, oh, shut up. Oh my goodness.
It was bad. It was really, really bad. And I went and saw Dark Phoenix, and that was awful on every level.
Not the worst though, not for me. Not for me.
I hated it. And look, you're talking to somebody who likes X-Men Origins Wolverine, okay? So clearly I don't have a high bar for X-Men movies, okay?
That's a funny movie, though. If you look at that and you don't take it seriously, that is funny as all hell. So that's the reason why I put that above Dark Phoenix.
See, okay, so this is my argument that I always go after people with Man of Steel and with The Last Jedi. If you like those movies, that's fine. It's okay to like bad movies. It's perfectly okay. But understand that neither one of those movies honored the character. Neither one of these movies honored Superman or Luke Skywalker properly. Now, you can like it, and that's okay. Yeah. Just like I can't stand Deadpool as a character. I hate Deadpool. So when I go watch X-Men Origins Wolverine and I see what they do to Deadpool, I'm like, yes, because F Deadpool. But I understand why Deadpool fans hate the living hell out of that movie. You know what I mean? Because it's such a disaster for what they did to Deadpool.
But
for me,
in retrospect, it's hilarious because you're like, oh my God, the Merc with the mouth. His name is the Merc with the mouth, and they sewed his mouth shut. That's hilarious. Yep. That is so funny. It's the same reason why I was one of those persons for Iron Man 3. When the Mandarin turned out to be an actor, I loved it. I thought it was hilarious. And there were others that were like, oh, no, it ruined the character. And I was like, well, as someone that wasn't a comic fan, I thought it was hilarious. I thought it was so funny. Plus, they fix it later on, actually, because on the DVD, there's a one-shot where they show you that the Mandarin actually is a real person that was not Trevor. And so it kind of, like, justifies it a little bit. But, yeah.
Yeah, so. I hated the Mandarin move in that movie.
Well, here's the thing. Did you go in expecting an Iron Man movie or a oh my God, why am I blanking? A Shane Black film?
I'm not super familiar with Shane Black, but here's the thing. Here's the thing. This is an Iron Man movie, and Shane Black needs to adapt to where he's coming and not bring his own. Like, this is an Iron Man movie. Yeah. This is coming off of the Avengers, which was the biggest film ever at the time. You have to adapt to that. We're not going to see a Shane Black movie. We're going to see Iron Man 3. You've got a pre-existing character in a pre-existing universe. You have to come in as a filmmaker, and you have to adapt to that. Where, like, you're not like Jon Favreau had the ability to make his first Iron Man a Jon Favreau movie, if that's what he was intended to do, because there was nothing pre-existing before it. So I don't know much about Shane Black movies. What's another movie that Shane Black's made?
I'm gonna let you finish. But Iron Man 3 is one of the greatest Iron Mans of all time. No, I'm kidding. No, but here's the reason why I liked it. It's because I looked at it as a Shane Black film. He's done Kiss Kiss Bang Bang. Have you ever seen that?
Never seen it.
Oh my God. All right. Have you seen? All right. This is a serious. This is a serious question. All right. This is recent. This is a lot more recent. Have you ever seen the movie The Nice Guys?
Yes. Saw Nice Guys and very much enjoyed it.
That was him. All right.
That was with Gosling and Russell Crowe, right?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Yeah.
I want them to do this. I want them to see. I hate sequels, but that's a film that I would say a sequel would work with those characters in like another area or like in the universe. But yeah, that's just me.
Mm-hmm. No, I enjoyed Nice Guys. And again, though, like, I don't care, though. Like, at this point, that's why I don't want Nolan to do a Star Wars movie. Yeah. Because it's not going to be a Star Wars. Nolan is great at a lot of things. Nolan is not good at coming into somebody else's sandbox and playing in their sandbox. He's going to make it his sandbox. Yeah. And I just don't think Nolan's a good fit for Star Wars at all. Plus, he's no way Nolan's going to walk in the door and Kathleen Kennedy's going to look at him and go, yo, here's the diverse breakdown. Yeah. No, shut up, woman. Like, there's no way he's going to. So it would never work. That's why Nolan would not work in the MCU. That's why he needed to move on from the Dark Knight trilogy, because they wanted to create the DCEU. He's not good conforming to other people's ideas or their continuity. It's just him. So with Shane Black coming in, if Shane Black has that distinctive nature as a filmmaker, then maybe he wasn't a good fit. But I get it. You liked it because you're familiar with him and you knew that. But for me, it's like, it's an Iron Man movie. It's the third Iron Man coming off of the Avengers. We have a really strong pre-existing continuity here that needs to be honored, and I don't feel like it was.
I can definitely agree with that, but I want to go back to one of the last points you made, which I thought was perfect, is that you can like a bad movie, and that's what it comes down to, is that it is like when you come to The Last Jedi, it's a bad movie. That's your opinion. No. There are objective standards when it comes to film. Objectively speaking, it is a bad movie. Now, you can like it. You can subjectively enjoy the hell out of the film, and I can't take that away from you, as long as you can at least admit objectively it's not that good. So,
well, yeah, I mean, I don't understand, like, these people that are constantly trying to convince others that, like, the movie's not bad. Like, it's just own it. Like, you don't need other people to justify your opinion.
Yeah.
You just don't. I mean, again, I like Mortal Kombat Annihilation, guys. All right. I've said this before. I still, to this day, in public, people will throw eggs at me if they find this out. So that's why I keep it quiet, because they're like, oh, that's the guy that likes Mortal Kombat Annihilation. They throw eggs at me. It's not fun. It hurts.
Dude, hurts. There's a movie called The Room. There is a movie called The Room that is one of the worst movies of all time. Objectively speaking, no one in their right mind could ever justify that film being objectively good, and yet so many people subjectively love it. That is my number one example as to how I know for fact that there is an objective and subjective standard, because objectively that movie sucks. It sucks so much, but it is hilarious because of how bad it is. So you can like a bad movie, but
you can also dislike good movies, like me.
For sure.
Mad Max Fury Road is a great movie, and I don't like it.
My wife
I have no problem.
Does that. My wife does it all the time. So have you ever seen Nightcrawler?
With Gyllenhaal. Gyllenhaal? Yeah.
Love that movie. One of my favorite movies the last several years. My wife, the movie ends and she says, that was a well done film, but I hated it. And I was like, I totally understand what you're saying, is that she hated it as an experience, but she appreciated what it was because she knew that it was a good, well-made film. And I think that that's where we can tell the difference. Again, objectively good, objectively bad, subjectively, is up to you. That's really what it comes down to.
Yep. And I just, there seems to be this thing where people just have to have their opinion validated by other people, and I just really don't understand that at all. It's not, like I said, man, like everybody's favorite Star Wars video game is typically either Knights of the Old Republic or the Battlefront games, the OG Battlefront games, and for great reasons. Those are great games. I like the Force Unleashed, and I like the Revenge of the Sith game. So, I mean, it's just, I don't need everybody to go, no, you have to think mine is the best because mine needs your opinion to validate it. And like, no, not really. I just don't understand that at all, but it is what it is.
It doesn't make any sense.
Force Ghost Jeremy asked earlier if I was excited for, or he said, are you excited for Stranger Things 3? I'm assuming for both of us. And yes, I am, very much so. What about you, Odin?
I'm glad that it's taking place during a time of sun because it's different. And I think that the one thing that's needed was it needed a different time of the year. And I felt like the last two have been always around like Halloween, like fall, which works really well for the show. But I kind of want to see this summertime take that they're going with it is fun. I love the trailers. The trailers have been fantastic because I forget the character's name. The dude with the beautiful hair who is like best friends with the kid with the lisp and the chronic condition. Whatever that actor's name is, he is priceless. He is great. I love him.
The guy from the second season, the brother?
So, so he's the one that was dating the girl, and then they broke up, but he still, like, really likes the girl, but now he's, like, I don't know these names, but he's great. I love him. Claudia the Critic, thank you very much for subscribing to the channel.
Are you talking about Steve?
Steve,
I think he's from season 1, right? He's from season 1 also? Okay, I thought you were talking about the brother from season 2.
Not the brand new one. Oh, no. He was awesome, too. As a bad guy, he was great.
Yeah.
I think I'm talking about Steve. Let me do Steve Stranger.
It is. It's Steve. Chat's saying it now, too.
Yes, Steve Harrington. Played by Joe Keery. Oh, my God. Love that guy. Yeah. Love that guy so much.
Somebody said something. What was it? Let me go back.
I love that everyone in the chat's like, Steve! It's Steve! Guys, hey, it's Steve! Thank you, guys. I appreciate it.
Force Unleashed 2 is a great game, too, but Force Unleashed 1 is a little bit better put together from my perspective, in my opinion. But 2 is good, too. The Force Unleashed games have really high moments, like really jaw-dropping, amazing cinematic moments. But the first one's the better one in my opinion. But it's been a long time since I played through either of them, to be honest with you.
Yeah, I'm not a gamer, so that meant nothing to me. But I appreciate the conversation nonetheless. Scuba Steve, not Scuba Steve, Brad. Not the same thing as Scuba Steve.
That's good stuff. Let me see. There was another one too. Somebody said I need to validate their opinion for you. Your opinion is now validated. There you go. You're all good now. Oh, Super Star Wars. Yes, Super Star Wars. Dude, Soul Assassin. If we need to get Odin to play Super Star Wars on the Super Nintendo, because it will make Odin start dropping F-bombs like they are going out of style, because that game is so hard and so frustrating. I tried. Now, again, when I go back and play old school games, it makes me realize how terrible current gaming is, because I can't play old school games anymore because current gaming has dumbed me down so much to this everybody can win bullcrap mentality. So I go back and play like Super Star Wars, and I can't do anything because I just die constantly. I'm like, my gosh, gaming has really gotten we've fallen off. We've fallen off big time. So
I agree, and I have a comment about gaming in a second. Before I do, just because I did see some people asking, and so for those that have not been following at least my channel, so what I've decided to do on my own is I've decided to turn off super chats because I don't want any of the hard-earned money that you've worked for going towards YouTube because of all the nonsense YouTube's been doing, because YouTube takes 30% of all super chats. And so I am now directing people to donate through Streamlabs. So there is a link that will lead you to that page, and then you can fill out the information there, and it's really straightforward. But going back to gaming, if you want getting me to curse, all you need to do is have me in a Mario Kart. Any Mario Kart.
Yes.
If I'm in first place and all of a sudden I get hit with a blue shell, I'm like, God, gee, damn, mother. It's pretty bad.
Yeah.
It's pretty bad.
I love how just YouTube channel Geeks and Gamers, we just magically lost like 20 subs just like that. Just boom, gone. Like, that's just how it is, though. That's how it is.
Dude, that's what my channel has literally been like. You gain 10, you lose 20. You gain 5, you lose 6. It's been crazy. Like, I think the last 2 days have been the only days of constant growth, and it's probably because I've been like hammering home this like screw YouTube, and people like that because everyone needs a villain. Every good story needs a villain, and in the story of Odin's movie blog, the villain is YouTube.
Let's see, Megazord Jeremy. I am Megazord Jeremy, most powerful Jeremy of all time, with the combined power of all the Jeremys. Grrr. That's good
John
stuff.
Winkler says, "What's my favorite Mario Kart? Mario Kart 64." Classic Mario Kart 64. If I had to choose an alternate to that, I would say Mario Kart Double Dash was pretty damn fun.
Double Dash is so great.
Double Dash is pretty great fun. I have a Nintendo DS, and I love Mario Kart 8. Mario Kart 8's pretty fun on that. So,
I like Cat Slave 56. I like to unsubscribe from Jeremy's channel to hear him yell, then resubscribe. That's actually funny as hell.
I wish there was a way for like, because you know how it keeps track of when people like because for example, I use Streamlabs just to actually stream, and so it'll tell me when someone actually like subscribes to the channel and stuff. And I would love it if it told me who like unsubscribed, because that to me would make things so much more fun, because then I could be like, Larry Davis, you SOB, what you doing leaving my chat? But like, unfortunately, no, we don't get that information. But sorry to point you out, Larry Davis. Thank you again for an hour ago subscribing to the channel. I appreciate it.
And I got it. So we're talking Mario Kart. I got it. Yeah. Eric Z has a nice comment. Future of Geeks and Gamers so bright, Jeremy. I am starting to see even more mainstream people starting to understand what you were saying about Geeks and Gamers being a place for everyone. Well, thank you, Eric. Yeah, I'm very proud of Geeks and Gamers, and you know, Odin's a very important part of that, as everybody else that you know is associated with it, along with a lot of people on the team that you guys have never seen or heard from, because there's a lot of people behind the scenes, and we're doing a lot of awesome things, man. And I'm really proud of what's come. I'm proud that we are able to showcase that it's not, again, I never ever want to hear that somebody on social media that's part of the team says something that's an opinion that's, and I go, oh, wait till Jeremy sees that. Why? I don't care. I don't care what my team thinks or says. My team is like, so somebody from my team just spews off some stupid thing like that I don't agree with. Yeah. Okay. It doesn't matter. Like, no, we don't. Like, for instance, Stephanie, who's in the chat. Everyone say hello to Stephanie. And there's Tina. Stephanie does a great job of running the Geeks and Gamers Twitter account. She's the main person that runs that. So when you see tweets from the Geeks and Gamers Twitter account, that is Stephanie, and she's doing a fantastic job. So as far as social media branded accounts, no, I don't want our team. I've even told this to them, like, if I make a political statement on my personal Twitter, don't like it or don't retweet it from the Geeks and Gamers account. You know what I mean? Keep that kind of straight and narrow in line with, you know, being consistent with, you know, not having a stance per se on politics and stuff. But yeah, if you're on your own personal account, you say something, I'm not the overseer of effing Twitter accounts. I don't care what you say. I don't care what people's opinions are on my team. I just like to know that everybody on my team understands they can be themselves. They can believe what they want to believe. They can say what they want to say. And that's how it needs to be. And that's what I like about it. That's what I love about it. So thank you, Eric. I appreciate that. So Sorry, Odin, I'm taking your show over.
Good job,
sorry.
Eric.
So,
I appreciate it.
so.
Eric with
But
a Z.
Mario Kart Double Dash is my favorite Mario Kart. That's all I want to say.
That is a pretty good one. I'm starting to play. So on Thursdays, since I have a Twitch account, I've decided to do Twitch streams. And last week I did a Pokemon trading card game, and I'm not gonna lie, the nostalgia was pretty high for me. I don't know. That was probably after your time, I'd imagine, because you're old everything. You know.
What is this? What is this?
Because now you're old and everything.
I was reading the chat, but what were you saying?
Pokemon trading card game.
Yeah, Pokemon is. It's funny because I'm such a big Nintendo fan, but I'm not a handheld gamer. I've never really been into the handheld games, so I never really played much Pokemon. Just never got into it. I did play Pokemon Go for about a week when everybody was playing it. Somebody wants to know if I have a Switch. Of course I have a Switch. Look. Right there.
Dude,
there.
I'm still so a long time ago, this is months ago, someone said, "Hey dude, I'm going to send you a Switch." And I'm like, "Dude, no, you don't have to do that." He's like, "No, I have an extra one. I'm going to send it to you." And then like he literally brought me through the process of, "Oh, I sent it to you. It's on the way, etc. It's been shipped." Never came. And I was so upset cuz I was like, I didn't think it was actually going to come, but the dude got me and I was like, "Ah, my God, like you had me at anyway." Those were, and it was so funny though is that he's still a supporter of the channel. He's still a Patreon supporter. He still donates monthly. So it's like, why would you like lie to me, or did it literally just get lost in the mail? And if it did, what the hell happened to it? Because I have no idea where you sent it. Oh my Lord.
Well, and that's the support we get is unbelievable, man. It's crazy, and I'm so happy that we have so many people that support us, and that's why. Yeah, I mean, YouTube's a big revenue source for Geeks and Gamers. It's not the only one, and I've done a really bad job of promoting a lot of different areas of Geeks and Gamers recently, and I'm working to change that.
Sports Wars, you've been crazy on lately.
Yeah, and it's still, I'm trying to figure the algorithm out on that one still. And it's going to take time, but I'm enjoying uploading all my content for Sports Wars. We only get a few hundred views per video, but I'm not even doing it for the views as much as I just love talking sports. And yeah, man, but we got a lot in the works. I finally set up a Subscribe Star. I'm waiting to get approved for that. How long did it take you to get approved?
Not too long. Yeah, it should be a day or so, if even that,
okay.
I would say.
And so we got that. I've talked to a lot of people that I'm not going to name names here on the stream or anything, but a lot of people have been in contact with me recently, which is really cool to see. And yeah, the future is definitely bright for Geeks and Gamers and for anybody affiliated with it, because I'm taking you with me. If you're on my team, I'm taking you with me. So it's going to benefit
whether you like it or not, kicking and screaming all the way.
That's right.
Spotty Flash wants to know if you're getting an Ahsoka lightsaber at Galaxy's Edge. Oh wait, you mean the Ahsoka lightsaber that's probably going to cost like what, $300? Because if a freaking beer will cost $70, then I mean.
Well, here's a great thing that all of you moronic SJWs don't understand is I have a lot of connections at Walt Disney World. A lot. I have an annual pass that I pay for just because I'm not looking to, like, I can get into Disney World for free all the time. I can get in Disney for free. I have cast members messaging me from Disneyland, Disney World all the time. They're huge fans of Geeks and Gamers. They agree with everything I say about garbage Star Wars right now. And they're working for the company. You know, like there are people within the company that support Geeks and Gamers. So I got a lot of connections within these within the walls of Disney. So we'll see how much that lightsaber costs. But yeah, pretty good chance I'm going to be getting that.
Yeah,
depending on what they do. I don't know what the hell they're about to do to Ahsoka. I mean, it looks like they're going to make Brie Larson the next Ahsoka, which is laughable. But
oh my God, if they ever were to do that,
I think it's very possible. I really do. I really do.
No,
I made a video on it.
No, you will die.
They can't make me mad at this point. They've ruined Star Wars so bad. Like, I'm kind of numb to anything that they can do to Star Wars. Whatever they do, they can't take away the Clone Wars. They can't take away some of those moments in Rebels that I love so much. They can't change the past. They can try to ruin it with the future, but they can't change the past. They can't take it away. So
yeah, no, I absolutely agree, and that's why I almost I have no desire to go to Galaxy's Edge. Like, it's just, I feel like it's already been kind of ruined for me because of all the things that I've been hearing about it. I mean, did you hear that they did not invite a member of the Collider team. I mean, that's so mean. I mean, do you realize that Christian Harloff busted his ass shilling for Star Wars for the past 5 years?
5 years.
5 years I've been shilling my ass off. That's what he should have said. But
so here's what's bad about it, okay? I seriously love Walt Disney World. I really do. And I know a lot of people that hate Disney and Star Wars and everything, they get mad at me. Well, I can't help it. I'm not going to lie to you. I love Walt Disney World. Yeah. It's a very special place to me. I love it so much. And I love Disneyland too. Not quite on the level.
God, toxic.
Not on the level of World. But so for me, as a Star Wars fan and as a huge Disney Parks fan, the fact that we have a Star Wars land and I'm not that excited about it, it's so indicative of what's going on with Disney and Star Wars and how much they're missing the mark.
Yeah.
I mean, there's no excuse for this not to be just mind-blowing. Like I said, I've recently been to Animal Kingdom where they've expanded and did the Avatar expansion of Pandora. Words can't express how beautiful it is. And I don't like that movie. Yeah. Like it's whatever. Like the movie's whatever. I mean, I've seen it one time, and that was when it was in theaters. That's how long ago. When did that movie come out? 2006, 7, or whatever. That's the last time I saw it. I don't care about that movie. But that land that James Cameron worked directly with Disney Imagineers on is unreal, and it's the most beautifully detailed land I've ever seen at any theme park. And the ride Flight of Passage is the best ride I've ever ridden. And I have no emotional stake to that land. It's just amazing. So you let James Cameron help you develop. Because number one, Disney Imagineers are amazing. They're incredible people. And then you let James Cameron, who's a genius in his own right, come in there, and he worked with Disney Imagineers to create this. Why didn't you have George Lucas work with Disney Imagineers at Star Wars Land? No, you had Kathleen Kennedy and woke Lucasfilm work with them, and they pretty much put no original trilogy in there. Yeah. And all of this is built to move away from the past that George created to try and market the future for what Disney wants to push on us. And it's bullshit.
Yep. And now what you can do is you can get that green milk. You can get that green milk that everyone wants to taste. And also, we now have officially confirmed, everybody, that Jeremy is an Avatar shill. Glad that we have that finally confirmed, that because he didn't like the movie, but he loved the land that they built, he is an official shill.
I'm praising like Jedi Fallen Order, and everybody's like, EA paid you. I'm like, oh my God.
Don't you love that? I love that so much, man. Also, before the stream even started, do you know this Fire X Water guy on Twitter?
Oh, yes.
God, this dude. So his first comment was, oh, so I guess you're just going to run back to daddy. And I'm like, what the hell are you talking about?
No, these people are clueless. And we enjoy it, man. We enjoy it. I mean, Geeks and Gamers had our most profitable month of all time last month. So whatever you're doing, it ain't working. So keep doing it. Keep doing it.
Oh, man.
Yeah. But anyway, we had our best month on the website, had our best month on the YouTube channel. It was awesome. And
I had my worst because YouTube's algorithm just kicked me all over the place. It was a Game of Thrones month, man. That's all it was. It was, but for some reason that's again with all of this stuff popping up. That's another reason why I decided to go to war. I decided to pull up my own bootstraps and go to war. And again, anyone in there who's like, where is the super chat? But again, I respect you guys. I respect any channel. And again, support any channel that does whatever it is that they want to do, because it's going to be what's best for them. And I've just made my own personal choice to not have those active here. But you can still support the channel through Streamlabs, and I've been dropping those links in the chat for the night. But any last things you want to say, Jeremy, dude?
Well, much respect to you. Much respect for you for what you're doing. I don't agree with what you're doing, but it doesn't matter. I respect the fact that you're doing it and you're standing by it, and I appreciate that. And it's just it's these are the types of things, and I've said this to Jesse the few times, with everything that's happened with her. These are the moments that I enjoy the most with Geeks and Gamers, because it represents Geeks and Gamers so much, because it shows that we're all individuals and we're not all under Jeremy's thumb, even though that's what everybody likes to say. It's 100% not true. And when moments like this happen, where there's things that people on my team want to do on their own, and even if I, don't get me wrong, there's a lot of times behind the scenes I'll give you guys advice and you'll take it, or or you'll leave it, whatever. But these are the moments where it just shows we're our own people, and I surround myself with strong-minded people who aren't just going to do something because I say it. I like to be challenged. I don't like for people to go, "Oh, Jeremy said it. Yes, I have to do it." Fuck that. No, I say it. And if you believe differently, then you can challenge me or you can stand by it. And I'm going to respect you for that. So nothing but respect, Odin. I'm glad that you're doing this. And ultimately, like, I hope it pays off, and I hope it works in your favor. And maybe down the road, it'll be something that I reevaluate. I mean, I'm not always closed off to, my initial response on things. If that was the case, I would have not liked Man on Fire because I didn't like it the first time. Now it's one of my favorite movies ever because it's awesome.
Or just back to the Patreon thing too,
Yeah.
like making that decision. I know that was not an easy decision for you, but you knew that it was what you thought was the right thing, and so you did it. And so basically, I feel like we're both at those, like, that was your moment, and obviously all of us respected it, and all of us understood why you did it, and a lot of us still stayed and still are on Patreon. And it's, now I'm doing this with Super Chats, and we respect each other, and we don't necessarily agree, and we're going to do different things, and that's what happens. That's what a community is that we can talk, we can disagree, and we can still come together at the end of the day and have a nice, respectful conversation about it. So,
well, that's what we have to do. We have to set a tone. We have to show people that this is how you build a community and a team. And look, at the end of the day, when things need to be done, I will take care of people on my team behind closed doors. Nobody's gonna see our drama. I'll call somebody and say, "Look, you can't do that. Like, that's not a good move." Like, I will be passionate about it at that point. But yeah, everyday decisions, we're not going to agree on them, and it doesn't need to reflect my opinions, and nor does Geeks and Gamers. I mean, look, Stephanie every day says things on our Geeks and Gamers channel that I disagree. I'm kidding, Stephanie. I just wanted to mess with you. But on our
you
Twitter
will not
account,
disrespect Stephanie. She is a wonderful and beautiful and powerful and glorious woman.
There are a few definitive things in life, but Stephanie B being the sweetest person on the planet is definitive fact.
When anyone goes after her, she's got an army of people ready to go after whoever is going to be an asshat that tries.
Yeah. She's so damn nice, and she's so damn positive, and she's just, man.
And I'll throw Tina in there as well. Stephanie and Tina, who are both my Valkyrie, both my mods, they are the most awesome people in the world, and I promise that I will do the very best that I can. So I have a subscriber from Australia who sent me a care package, and he put 3 boxes of these things called Tam Tams. Have you heard of them?
Mm-mm.
So basically they're chocolatey goodness, but he wants me to send them to Tina, Steph, and then one of my other mods, Greta. And I was like, all right, I can't promise you that I'm not going to eat them before they get to you. And so Tina and Steph, once again, I'm going to do the very best that I can not to eat the things that were sent for me to send to you, because that's how it's worked. And Tina's like, "You've been warned," and she says, "Dragonfire, you've been warned." Yeah, she threatened to burn down New Orleans. That's how serious she is. She's like, "I will burn your city to the ground if you touch my hands."
One programming update. Last week, I'm trying to make this happen on a weekly basis, and that's Kelly, Jedi Bunny. She will be back this week, probably Thursday. Might do a live stream with her, and it really is just scheduling. We were supposed to get together last week. We couldn't make it happen. I'm trying to have Kelly on the channel multiple times a week, because Kelly's just, I love Kelly to death, and I love having her on the channel, and I want to get her more involved in the Geeks and Gamers rotation. But I'm also going to be working with her on her channel, because she's not a YouTuber per se. She's only made a few videos. She's still trying to find her way. So she basically said the only way she'd feel comfortable making another video is if I did it with her. So we're going to make a video for her channel. So be on the lookout for more content from Kelly. It will happen, and I'm really, really excited. So, and everybody seems to enjoy when Kelly's on, and I told her that. And the good thing about her, she's not on Twitter. She's not involved in all the nonsense. She has an Instagram, but she rarely gets on it. But yeah, she's a super super positive person, and we all love her to death.
Yeah, I've never actually talked to her, but she seems awesome. But also, I have to say, because Konstantinos Karoulis has asked this like 4 times, and he says, "Saying hi from Montreal. Are you gonna make videos on what Margot Robbie said? She said to listen to all women in Hollywood only, and Birds of Prey will be less male gazy. You guys are great." Well, thank you for that. And yeah, that just confirms to me that Birds of Prey is going to be woke, and I have no intention of paying to see it. Allegedly not paying to see it. Allegedly.
And yeah, I heard about that. I might make a video on that tonight. I may do another triple upload tonight at 3 a.m. If you guys remember, it was 3 a.m. and I put 4 videos up within 10 minutes, and they all did great. So I might do it again. CWD Trixie says Z-Cars killed Batman's parents, blew up Krypton, killed Uncle Ben, sank the Titanic, created high fructose corn syrup, and created the Star Wars sequel.
You need to destroy that Z-car.
I gotta take a picture of that one. Post that shit on Twitter. That's great, right?
All right. Well, as you're doing that, let me go ahead and give a huge shout out to all of my patrons and subscribe star donators. So huge shout out to my patrons: Albertus Magnus, Baptist 702, Brian P, Chicago Joe 47, Dan Maloney, Darkstar 57, Delete System 32, Dion, Edward Coleman, Enrique Evangelista, Entertainment Hacker, Frank the Tank and the Shawhan Wiener Dog Clan, Harold Francis, the Hunger Chunka Funkin' Monkey, Inflamed Wood, Intertrap Productions, Jason Clark, Jeffrey Toon, Jonathan Jarabek, Laura Story, Matthew Kadish, Mitch Dunaway, Mr. Peabody, and his evil twin, Outpost Dire, Perpetual Punster, Projar, Proper Ginevra, Riff Magos, Shenglong, Sir Lanceolato, Theodore the K-Man, the DJD Show, those 2 ball guys, Tina B, and my subscribe star people, Christian Murr, TX Kayla, Rolando Scarfullery, that's a great name, Rolando Scarfullery, Nebadon G. Adams, Andreas the K-Man, and Brandon Blick. You guys are all amazing people. Thanks so much for all of your love and support. Any last-minute shout-outs for you, Jeremy, before we put this thing to rest?
No, I just want to say, keep supporting Odin. Odin's awesome. He's such a good guy. I know he comes off as a really arrogant, conceited person. He uses a lot of bad language, but in reality, he's a really nice guy. Really, really sweet Christian boy behind the scenes, even though he plays this whole Alex Jones mentality on air.
They're gonna turn the freaking Bronx gay. But, not gonna lie, his most recent one where he's like, "All right, guys, I don't know if you realize this, but I'm kind of dark.
I saw it. It's so good.
I could not stop laughing. I watched that clip 1,000 times. But sorry, you were saying.
No, man. But I just I hope everybody continues to support you. I know you've been battling the algorithm and everything like that. And yeah, man, that's it. So thank you everyone for the continued support to everybody affiliated with Geeks and Gamers and the Phantom Menace. It's appreciated, and we got a bright future ahead of us.
Thank you guys, and thank you so much, Jeremy, for joining me and for having this conversation where we fought it out. We went toe to toe. For anyone that's just joining, you missed it. We went toe to toe in the ring. We went 8 rounds. It was brutal. It was nasty, and you missed it all, and you'll never see it again.
That's probably how Twitter will present it. That's for sure.
For sure. But anyway, guys, thank you all so much for all of your love and all your support. So sorry indeed that I was not able to be as active in the chat tonight, but you guys are all awesome. I love you guys so very much. Jeremy, once again, thank you, good sir, for being here, for being supportive of the channel. And again, guys, remember, we are all individual people. We have individual opinions. We have individual thoughts. And if at the end of the day we can come together and we can say, you do you, I do me, and we can all be good, that's what it's all about. So, Jeremy, right. I love you.
Love you too, brother. I appreciate everything.
All right, we got love. We got love going on the Family Talk stream. Thank you guys again for watching. Have a wonderful evening, and as always, God bless. Have a good one, guys.
Bye.